morning, everybody. We are continuing our adventure here on the Chris Jericho cruise. If you guys missed day one, now the Chris Jericho cruise, that was for me. That was something I wanted to enjoy, something that I wanted to go on. Now, I do have a vlog, yes, but this time I found myself not really filming much. Just got back to our room. Check this out. They just stuck this in our little door. We have the Rager Report, which is like our update for what's happening at the day. Check this out. TV, Chris Jericho has 2 channels on the TV. It's Chris Jericho TV. This channel, they are currently showing pictures from yesterday that they were taking, which means like we post for a bunch of pictures and stuff like that. We had a great time. So we just had this channel on all morning. They've been playing like music videos and just doing all this stuff. So it's been really, really fun. Yesterday was awesome. Had such a good time. Now we're continuing on the day. We're gonna go meet up with the other 3. We gotta go get our spots for yoga, and that's kind of the mission right now. We gotta make sure that we're set up and we got everything that we want. Our room has been wonderful. No complaints other than the toilet in the bathroom is like in a weird spot. You can't sit on the toilet, so like you gotta sit crooked on the toilet, and that's...
And they want you to die of dehydration.
Yeah, and die of dehydration. Man, earlier we were like, how do we get water here? We called for room service. We're like, hey, can we get some water? They're like, oh, we're sorry, we don't have water. That still doesn't make sense to me.
And I'm like, where can I get water? And he's like, I don't know.
Like, that was so awful. So we woke up and immediately went to go find some water and filled up our bottles and stuff. Yeah, getting ready for DDP Yoga. You see, we started day 2 a little rough. Before we left, we decided to make the investment and get the unlimited beverage package. Pretty much everything except for Red Bull was free, I believe. They had specialty drinks, and one of the drinks was called the Stupid Idiot, and I was a stupid idiot, and I drank a whole bunch of them, and they were pretty much Long Island iced teas, and next thing I know, I was. So we woke up the next day, and despite the hangover, the first thing that kicked off the day was DDP Yoga. Just setting up here for doing a little bit of DDP Yoga. We grabbed our spot here in this little nook. This grass area over here kind of filled up a little bit.
Really fast.
Super quickly.
There was like nobody, and then one person sat, and then everybody was like, oh, time to sit.
Yeah, and then everyone just showed up. So we got about 15 minutes to go. We're kind of holding this little nook over here. But we got the stage right there, so I'm assuming DDP will be up there. And I'm really excited. Diamond Dallas Page himself was going to be leading a DDPY seminar. It pretty much ended up being like a 50-minute workout, which wasn't very basic, and we did a whole bunch of things that I've never done before, but it got me hyped. That was super cool, man. It was a dream come true. So we went out there and got our asses kicked. Again, like my angles were really rough, and I wasn't taking time to set the camera up. It was kind of like, just here it is, and I had it set up here, and then I had it set up there, and then I had it set up here, and like nothing was really getting anything. But again, that's because I was focused on enjoying my time and enjoying a good workout, which was like the best workout I've ever had. I was hurting. The center of the ship, well, both sides of the ship had a spiral staircase. So you could walk down like in a little square shaped and stuff. Babe, you could walk from 13 down to like 5 or 7 or something, right? So we're talking like damn near 10 floors were available to walk. We had trouble walking them for the rest of the time on the ship.
That's miserable.
Thanks, DDP.
Last one. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale with this room.
Russian.
Put your hips a little farther, arch your back a little more. Now take it back up, touch out. Right hand back. Exhale, hold it up. Tension. You guys.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I mean, we did it. Whew, 49 minutes of a workout. How's everyone feel? I'm definitely more burnt out than I ever have been doing a workout before. That was intense.
That was awesome.
Day 2 was the first full day on the boat. It was our first full day at sea. We were kind of making our way because the following day, which is day 3 we're going to be getting into, is our time in the Bahamas. So I'm trying to make this beginning portion real quick because then I vlogged more that day and you guys will probably enjoy that too. The first full day at sea was like 10 a.m. DDPY. Then it was like 11 o'clock, there was like concerts starting to happen. Then at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, there was like wrestling going on. Then 3, there was wrestling. In between that were concerts and Q&As and podcasting. We kind of figured out where an ideal side of the ship would be, like to be able to watch everything. So we thought for the first full day, like once we had our morning and we had breakfast and we went and had lunch and we had drinks, kind of hold one side. Now between the 5 of us, Heather, Steven, Ashley, Nancy, and I, between the 5 of us, we could kind of like intermingle and go in and out of kind of this one little area. But if we could hold the guardrail up on top of the ship, like that would be a good spot to be able to see. We were sitting there, it was like early afternoon, and Flip, Gordon, and his girlfriend were like sitting right behind us. People were in the pool all day. Like from the second they pulled the cover off of it to the second they were kicking people out, people were in the pool all fucking day. Flip stands up and he's watching people. He comes over the guardrail and he's watching people like do different flips. And the reason why Flip is called Flip, because he flips a lot. So everyone sees Flip watching everyone flipping down there and then he's like, flip, 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 flip.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it. Yeah. Oh, he's getting yelled at by security already. Oh, he's holding his glasses.
Oh no, he's gonna get.
Yes, he is. Yeah! I didn't even get that on camera. I was too excited.
And I didn't even get it. Oh. Oh man, can you guys believe that? Later on in the day, we'd go back to the room, kind of got cleaned up, get ready for our evening. We had scheduled, if you were in the first 500 people or 500 cabins sold, or if you booked before a certain date, something like that. If you did something, you got to have a meet and take some pictures with Chris Jericho to commemorate your time on the ship. I am a huge Chris Jericho fan. It was one of the reasons why I got on the ship. Like the wrestling was amazing enough that it would have been cool enough just to see it, no matter if it wasn't hosted by Jericho. But it was hosted by Chris Jericho. So we got to go do a little meet and greet. Woo, guys. We just got to go throw up the picture right now of Nancy and I. We just went and met Chris Jericho. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
Thoughts of Jericho?
He's got really nice arms and he's a very handsome man.
He was awesome. He was so cool.
He touched my back a lot.
Yeah, we had a great time. We're about to go meet up with Steven, Heather, Ashley. We're just chilling, went and had some lunch, took our picture with Jericho. What are we doing right now? We're going up to the deck, right?
I lost my my drink card.
Oh, she lost her drink card. That's right. Let's go. Let's go.
So that's the first one.
Let's make this happen. So day 2 ended up being pretty awesome. It was really cool to finally settle in to being on a ship. It's crazy to think now I can sit here and say that I've been at a point in the ocean where when you look around you see absolutely nothing, but it's still terrifying. If I had to get back onto a ship, I would be fucking scared. So it was really good just to sink in and kind of get comfortable with being on a ship. And then we ended that night just absolutely enjoying, having a great time. And then day 3, we were in the Bahamas.
Retrieving your guest key card and any form of identification. I get your photo ID to go ashore.
And good morning, everybody. You guys are tilted because you're currently sitting on a stack of chairs because I left the Gorilla Pod in the backpack. But look at the sunrise happening behind me here in the Bahamas. Okay, that's the ship next. We just woke up at like an hour or 2 ago, kind of getting ourselves ready. We had a really long night last night. Went to the Fozzy show, watched a bunch of wrestling and stuff like that. I've lost my voice. Lots of yelling, lots of screaming and drinking and having a good time. We were up really late. Now the sun is rising behind us here in Nassau. I believe that's how you say it. Nassau, N-A-S-S-A-U, I believe, something like that. Nassau, Bahamas, and yeah. Guys, come check this freaking view out. We are just getting ready to walk off of the ship and go hang out. We've got about like, I believe 8.5 hours Hey Steven, it's like 8 hours that we're here?
9.5.
Oh shit, we're here for 9.5 hours. Yeah, check this view out, guys. We're about to go adventure, and it's freaking beautiful. I woke up and this boat wasn't here, but now it's here. There's another boat right over there. So we're kind of like...
On the other side of that boat.
Oh, is there really? We are in a boat parking lot right now. They call them docks and shit. We're getting ready to go have a day, but that sunrise. Oh, you're awesome. Nice to be back on ground, but I gotta get back on that thing in like 2 days. I feel like it's gonna be a very windy sounding vlog today, so hang on. Just got up to the Queen's Staircase, short walk from where it was. Ooh, hey look.
A nice refreshing
we found friends.
Goombay punch.
What is it? Goombay punch.
Goombay punch.
All right, take a sip. Tell me what that is.
A shit ton of sugar.
Really? Flavor-wise though, is it like a fruit punch?
It's like a fruit punch.
Okay. All right, standard fruit punch with a fun can. I can dig it. Let's walk some stairs. Let me tell you about the Bahamas. It is a lot different than I thought it would be. We're in Nassau, which is like a crazy touristy crazy touristy area. It's kind of a hustle. Everyone's got a game plan. Everyone's trying to make money off of you, taxis, tourists, and shit like that. We met up with Kevin Ross and Jessica, his girl, earlier. Went and hung out, had a few drinks, went and cruised the fort, as you guys just saw. And now we were supposed to meet up with them when we went to go get some lunch, but how the fuck do you find someone on an island when you don't have any phone service or anything? So we've spent the past couple days with no phone service. We got on this island, no phone service. We're gonna get back on the cruise with no phone service. So it's kind of just, you just run into people. We thought we made a game plan. We're gonna meet them over at Fish fry. Yeah, so a little fish fry area. We were gonna go meet them over there. We ended up not running into them. We're heading back to the boat right now, and we got, I think, about an hour and a half or so until we're supposed to be leaving. So we've just been, I mean, as you should be doing on an island, nothing but fruity cocktails with a little bit of rum mixed up in there. It was a lot of bit of rum.
3 different rums in my drink.
Yeah, we've had a damn good time. I think it was a hell of an experience. Nice stop to spend a few hours.
Under a palm tree.
We totally did. The time lapse you guys just saw of all the clouds moving over the cruises and stuff. We kind of just hung out under a palm tree.
On top of, like, earlier, they bought a coconut.
That's right.
So
yes.
I had some fresh coconut water with them, and they. broke it open and then you can eat the coconut jelly inside.
I know that you guys have seen me eat a lot of dumb shit on YouTube, but voluntarily, when I have a choice, like I'm not a big fan of coconut, so I didn't try any of the actual coconut water. A lot of people moving around now that it's the afternoon time and stuff like that. We got to get back on this boat.
Their vans are so cute. Look at this little van. It's so cute. Look at the big van and
It's
the
just,
little
it's
van.
crazy.
They're a little outfit. They're little things.
All right, so that pretty much is gonna wrap up our experience here in Nassau. We tried to make the most of the 8 hours that we had, and now we're currently on our way back.